In a healthy marriage, should couples automatically say yes to spicy activities at least once just because their spouse wants to try it? It's a complicated question. And I think in general, sort of, but realistically, no. The number one thing that needs to be at the forefront of everyone's minds when they are discussing new activities with their spouse is consent. Remember that consent needs to be freely given, reversible, informed, enthusiastic, and specific. And sometimes there's going to be activities that are just straight turnoffs for some couples with no discernible reason as to why. It could be a sensory thing. It could be a previous partner thing. It could be you read about it in a book or saw it in a movie and it was a turnoff. It could be purity culture trauma. Like there's literally a million reasons why something, when first hearing about it and discussing it and learning about it, is a legitimate, nope, I don't want to. And respecting their no always needs to be the first thing, because respecting their no shows them that you value what is pleasurable to them. Now, I do think that we as ourselves need to be having an open mind and willing to talk about and discuss what would be interesting for us to try. Something else as part of that conversation is talking about the why. What is it about this specific activity that turns you on? Here are the things about this specific activity that turns me off. Remember, we lead with curiosity. And so maybe it is like the idea of this act brings up, I want to feel this specific way. And okay, well, there are other ways that we can get you that feeling without the specific act. That said, I also frequently give advice that you should be willing to try something twice. If you're willing to try it at all, you need to remember that the first time you try something probably isn't going to go well because you don't know how to do it. You don't know how to do it well. You don't know what sort of sensations it's going to produce, and all of that can lead to I'm not so sure about this. The second time you're more informed, you have a better idea of what to expect, and it will give you a better gauge of whether you legitimately didn't like it or you could learn to like it. So to go back to this person's original question, is it actually okay for Christians to have boundaries in the bedroom? Yes, it is, but it is a nuanced and varied conversation that will depend on couple to couple. Now, if you are struggling to negotiate activities, I do offer private coaching. And so we can talk through things together. We can figure out why one of you is interested in an activity and the other isn't. We can come up with compromises and alternatives. And those are some of my favorite sessions to do because you both deserve to have good sex.